Good morning, Hornets, and welcome to your daily dose of Bgsn. I'm Juliet Kaufman.
And I'm Channa Baxter. Today we will be taking a look at the forensic class, Coaches versus Cancer, and as always, sports.
But first, here's Garrett Norcross with this weekend's weather forecast.
Thanks, Juliet. This week will sadly stay in the low degrees for the whole week with some rain coming in around Wednesday. But today we have a high of 15 and a low of 8 with no chance of rain. If you plan on going out for lunch, the road still might be a little icy, so be careful. Tomorrow will be cloudy with a high of 41 and low of 38 with a 20% chance of rain. On Wednesday, we will have a 70% chance of sleet, so expect some icy roads. High for Wednesday is 44 and the low is 20. Thursday will dip back down into the single digits with a low of 7 and a high of 30. To end this week, we will have a high of 14 and a low of 12. That is all for this week's weather forecast. Back to you guys at the desk.
Coaches versus Cancer Week is approaching us quickly. For those who don't know, Coaches vs. Cancer Week is January 28th here at Beech Grove High School. It will be $5 to participate, and all the money will be donated to a cancer foundation that's trying to find a cure for cancer. Tiana, can you please tell me what the categories are?
Of course, Juliet. On Monday, you will wear your favorite sports team jersey or become your biggest Beech Grove fan. On Tuesday, Dress to Impress. Wednesday, Decade Day. Thursday, Get Ready Fangman, this one's for you, Celebrity Day. And on Friday, we will be Peace and Love Day. Remember, though, everything must be school appropriate.
Seniors, the yearbook staff is now selling senior ads. Email HS Yearbook 5 photos for consideration and quote from your family or friends. Bring $25 cash to the TV studio if you're interested. If you have any questions, come down to the TV studio or email hsyearbook@bgcs.k12.in.us.
The Chick-fil-A challenge is still happening. Feynman is offering to go get Chick-fil-A sandwiches for anybody that signs up. Please check your email to sign up through the attached form. Have your money in hand by the time of pickup. The sandwiches will be $4 and you need to have your order placed by tomorrow at 6 p.m. Do you enjoy watching CSI or Criminal Minds? Well, Forensic might be the class for you. Madison got more.
Here at Beech Grove High School, there are many science classes that students can take. One of those classes is forensics. To learn more, I spoke to the forensics teacher, Mrs. Kimball, and first asked her what exactly forensics is.
Forensics is the study of science applied to crime. So there's different units, the fingerprint unit, there's crime scene investigation. Right now we're studying death, so time of death, learning how to do an autopsy. We'll do an autopsy on a fetal pig, handwriting, blood spatter, DNA, toxicology, all that good stuff.
I then asked her why people should take forensics.
People should take forensics. We have a wide variety of science courses that BGHS offers. So forensics is just one. It's just a little bit different than the typical science class. It's really hands-on and it's just studying a different type of science, right? We're looking at the science of crime. So yeah, it's cool. Lots of labs, lots of case studies. We do some really good, cool case studies on O.J. Simpson, Casey Anthony, John Benet Ramsey, and just kind of get to see with the science behind all those shows that everybody loves, like, you know, CSI, Criminal Minds, all that stuff.
If you are an upperclassman and have any more questions about forensics, you can go see Mrs. Kimball in room 126. Mrs. Kimball hopes to see a lot of new faces next year. This has been Madison Stratton for BGSN.
There have been a few new teachers pop up around Beech Grove High School. Here's Joshua Hackman with another teacher profile.
So I'm Mr. Robinson. I'm the newbie on the street. I graduated from IUPUI in December of this year, so I'm really new to the whole thing. I've always liked teaching. I've always liked kids. Always volunteered with kids and teenagers, specifically older teenagers, high school age kids. Let's see, things about me. A lot of you have probably heard this from either teachers or the principal. I was an extra on The Walking Dead on season 2, episode 3. So if you ever get a chance to check that out, or want to talk about that, let me know. I'm really interested in horror films, horror memorabilia. I'm a Bears fan, so go Bears. My my spare time, I like to read, go to the movies. My room is set up because I like horror films, and I'm an English teacher. My room basically sort of represents that. I took Gothic literature, so everything in here has something to do with either Gothic literature or that sort of thing. Other than that, pretty laid back, like to have a good time.
Now let's toss it over to Alyssa for sports.
Hello Hornets and welcome to sports. In Beech Grove news, athletic events happened on Saturday because of the weather. The boys varsity game against Danville was moved to Tuesday and the girls game was moved to tonight at Newcastle. Good luck to both teams. In Pacers news, they went 2-0 over the weekend, winning on Saturday and Sunday. They beat the Mavericks in the first game 111-99 and they beat the Hornets in the second game 120-95. Tyreek Evans led the Pacers in scoring against the Mavericks with 19 points, while Victor Oladipo led in scoring against the Hornets with 21 points. The Pacers don't play again until Wednesday when they host Kawhi Leonard and the Toronto Raptors. In NFL news, both conference championships happened yesterday, and it was a bad day for the referees for the NFC. The Los Angeles Rams would beat the New Orleans Saints 26-23 in overtime after a missed PI call in the fourth quarter allowed the Rams to tie it up and take it to overtime. For the AFC, the Patriots would win for the third time in a row while they beat the Kansas City Chiefs 37-31. There was many reviews in the fourth quarter, including a review of Julian Edelman fumble and a Chris Hogan catch. The Rams and Patriots will meet in Atlanta on February 3rd on CBS. The Rams will be wearing their blue throwback jerseys and the Patriots will be wearing white. Next weekend, the NFL will have the Pro Bowl. For the rosters for the AFC have been mostly decided. The Colts currently have 3 players who will travel to Orlando. The festivities for the Pro Bowl will start this week, including the NFL Skills Challenge. The game will take place on Sunday, January 27th at 3:00 p.m. on ESPN and ABC. The Colts wrapped up their season last week. Here's John Dance with more on the offseason and what the Colts fans think of the team's performance this season.
During the AFC divisional round of the playoffs, the Indianapolis Colts traveled to Kansas City to take on the Chiefs. They would unfortunately lose to the Chiefs 31-13, but there is many reasons to think why the Colts have a bright future ahead. They started off the season going 1-5, but won 9 of their last 10 games to make the playoffs, where they would beat the Texans 21-7 in the wild card round. Many think that the Colts will win plenty of awards at the NFL Honors Show, such as Andrew Luck for Comeback Player of the Year, Chris Ballard as Executive of the Year, and Darius Leonard as Defensive Rookie of the Year. Now, I asked Colts fan and teacher Miss Fangman about how she feels about the future of the team, and here she is.
I cannot wait for next season. I think that if we keep a lot of the same legends that we have right now and add some young talent with the salary caps that we have available, then I think that we're really going to be able to dominate next year.
Then asked her about how she feels Executive of the Year candidate Chris Ballard has done so far in his tenure with the Colts.
I cannot talk about Chris Ballard as the GM. I'm still recovering from Ryan Bgsn as the GM, emotionally and mentally, so Chris Ballard is a incredible breath of fresh air considering what we came from, and I think that he's done an incredible job, not even just being compared to Ryan Bgsn.
As of right now, the Colts have 3 players who will play in the Pro Bowl this year, and many fans cannot wait for next season. For BGSN Sports, I am Jonathan Dans.
That's all for sports. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Alyssa. That's all for your daily dose of BGSN 10.
Teachers, don't forget to hit that bell icon and subscribe to get notified every time we go live.
Also, make sure to follow us on all social media at BG Student News. I'm Juliet Kaufman.
And I'm Tiana. Have an amazing day, Hornets.